get this money from? Money. Man. Money. Money.
What is up, innovation family? How's everybody doing today? It's me, Brandon, your friend, your neighbor, your host, back with another video for Innovation Property Atlanta. Just here talking about this Turo game, rental car game, side hustles, and ways you all can make money, save money together. So today's reaction video is going to be with my guy again, RichardFain, down in Florida. He's going to be talking about is it wise to buy a home or rent? But before we jump to today's reaction video, guys, remember as always, please do me a favor. Comment section, leave questions, feedback, and then also like my video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, hit that notification button for when I drop out new videos. You guys are notified, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and jump to today's reaction video, guys, and see what Richard's talking about in today's video.
First time, please consider subscribing to my channel, and while you're at it, smash that like button for me.
We got you.
I really would
you.
appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want 3 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 3 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put any amount of money in that brokerage account. They're going to give you 3 free stocks for just trying out Jack. There's a link down in the description box of the video. Go click on that Webull link. Open up your new Webull account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. I'm going to also send you a Webull tutorial video to walk you through how to use the Webull app to make your first trade. All you got to do is send me a DM on Instagram at RichardFain Millionaire Mentor. Let me know you've opened your Webull account, you've funded your Webull account, and I'm gonna go ahead and send you that tutorial video so you can start building wealth immediately. Why you should rent and not buy a home in 2024. I'm gonna make a financial case for this, guys, in this video. Now, again, you don't have to listen to my opinion. You don't have to take my recommendation. But if you're someone who's looking to build wealth, then please pay attention to this financial case I'm getting ready to make, why you should rent instead of buy a new home. I'm going to use my home here in the state of Florida, one of my homes. My previous home that I lived in for 11 years before buying the dream home. Now, I got this house up for $799,000. If someone said, hey, Richard, how much would you charge me to rent that place to me? Then I would charge them about $3,700 a month. If that person said, hey, I'm going to buy that home from you, but I can't pay you cash, I'm going to have to go get a mortgage. They'd put their 20% down. They'd go get a 7+ 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and their monthly payment is going to be about $5,500 a month. Now, that does include principal and interest, taxes, and insurance. So they could rent the place for $37,000, or they could buy the place, go get a mortgage, and pay $5,500 a month. That's a difference of about $1,800 a month, guys.
Easily $2,000.
$21,600 a year.
Huge savings.
That's the case I'm trying to make for a lot of Americans. It makes no sense. If they're trying to build wealth, if they're in the building stage of wealth, it makes no sense to buy right now. It makes more sense to rent. I don't care where you live in the country, your rental rate is going to be lower than your mortgage rate, right? I've did a little studying, did a little research, and it appears rent is going to be somewhere between $1,000 to $2,000 per month cheaper than actually buying a home. Yeah. So I would say, if you're trying to build wealth, no matter what age you are, I would be renting right now and taking the difference from my rent payment versus my mortgage payment and investing that money in assets that create wealth and generate passive income. Let's take that $1,800 a month, the difference between the $3,700 that I can get rent on my previous home versus what someone would pay on a monthly mortgage payment, which is $5,500. Let's take that $1,800 and let's do some math. So if I go and look for.
So guys, I wanted to bring this topic in because this is a little bit of a change compared to talking about rental cars and buying cars and investing in your business for your Turo business. I wanted to bring Richard in because he talks about money a lot. He's big into real estate and entrepreneurship. So this kind of ties together. So Richard's on the money. So I'm a big fan of real estate. My channel is called Innovation Property Atlanta. So I do own real estate myself and investment properties. So he's on the money. If you're not going to buy a property right now, renting is probably the best thing to do if you want to save some money over the next couple of years for either for a down payment or to invest in something else. Now is the best time to rent because it's going to be a lot cheaper than buying a home. Home prices right now are through the roof. Unless you live in certain parts of the country where it still might be a little cheaper to buy some stuff. But overall, the U.S. population is going to have a hard time to find an affordable single-family home in the States right now for affordable price. I think the median price for a home is like $450 or $440. So that's pretty expensive for a lot of parts of the country. So.
A place to park that $21,600 that prospective renter or prospective homeowner would save if they rent it versus buying. Let's put that in an S&P 500. Yeah, let's say an 8% return.
Yeah, I would say 5 to 10 is realistic. 5 to 10.
How much money do you guys think that prospective homeowner would grow their net worth by if they just rented that place from me instead of buying it? 100,000? 200,000? Nah. How about $315,000 is what that $21,600 invested in an S&P 500 ETF that gets an annualized rate of return for the next 10 years, $315,000. Guys, I'm not sure how you argue with that financial case. Now, I know some people might say, well, the house will be an asset. It's going to appreciate in value. That's correct. But I doubt it will increase in value at 8% per year, like the S&P 500, in my opinion, would do. You may get 3 to 4%. So I don't think it outperforms. I don't believe it will outperform the S&P 500. So my opinion would be certainly do that. Put your money in something like an S&P 500 ETF that's going to pay you about 8% rate of return, and get yourself to a point where you can build some assets and create some passive income for yourself. Remember, a house is nothing more than a dead asset, guys, while you own it and live in it. Why? Because it's not creating any income for you. Again, you may get 3 or 4% appreciation a year. You're not going to get 8 in most cases. In some areas of the country, you can. But on average, when you look at the statistics, you get about 3 to 4% annualized appreciation on a home. Had you been invested in the S&P 500 in 2023, you got over a 20% return on your money. How about that? You see where I'm going with this, guys. And again, listen, different people have different things they're trying to accomplish in their financial life. But if you're in a position where you're You're thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy me a new home in 24. I'm gonna buy me a new home in 25. Think about it. Even for some of you folks who own a home right now, hey man, you can sell that thing. We're at the height of the market right now. We're at historical home price levels. If you house rich, cash poor, no liquidity, all your net worth is tied up in that house, I would venture to say, sell it. Sell it. Take those proceeds, roll them in something over these next 10 years that's going to build your wealth exponentially for you. And then take the difference between what you're going to pay in rent and what that mortgage payment is and invest it. Depending upon where you live at in the country, your rent payment is going to be $1,000 to $2,000 a month lower than your mortgage payment when you add in principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. See, when you're renting, you don't have to pay any of that principal and interest, taxes, and insurance. You just pay your rental payment, that's it. When you're a homeowner, you pay all of that. And on top of that, you pay repair and maintenance. I didn't even throw that in. So listen, man, you could eat that prospective homeowner.
All right, guys. So again, that's my guy, RichardFain down in Florida. He makes some great points, and it's all a personal preference. But financially speaking, right now, it's going to probably be save more money renting versus buying in this market. But it's always good to talk to people that know what they're talking, property, own businesses, put you on the game, guys. So that's today's quick reaction video, renting versus buying. Do what's best for you. And you can invest some money into your business, into your Turo business, save, just try to stay out as much debt as you can. And then we'll go from there and talk about the next reaction video. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a good rest of your day. Talk later.